Hey, folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're going to check in with The Warning, who have been doing all kinds of pre-Super Bowl activities. Of course, by the time you watch this, the Super Bowl has already happened, and the Patriots have lost, and the Seahawks have won, and that's how that goes. They were doing all kinds of media, and so much content has dropped over the weekend. And we wanted to just check out a couple of shorts that they did while they were there. The Moscone Center in San Francisco is where everybody congregated in the days leading up to the Super Bowl. That's actually a little bit of a drive away from where the stadium, Levi's Stadium, is down in Santa Clara. That's where everybody was set up convention style and did interviews and all kinds of other things for content. And so they were asked in this first short, we're going to hear them talk about the new album.
Muse and Royal Blood influences are still super present.
Clear,
I feel like in this new album, we're leaning a little bit more into like 2000, like 90s, 2000s, like rock.
Yes,
a little bit. I mean, it was an influence. I don't know if we managed to do that.
I mean, we were listening to like T-Pain
Yeah.
as an influence. Like
What? Really?
Yeah. So like we understand what we
Came from?
grabbed.
Yeah.
Like
But
certain
it will
rhythms,
not sound
certain
like that.
leads. It's interesting. It's really fun.
Please.
And
Okay.
it's great. We had a lot of fun.
Gwen Stefani.
Oh, like Gwen Stefani. Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, yeah, no. There's a lot of stuff we
it's
know,
a big
but
mix.
it doesn't. Yeah, it's
we
a
will
big
have to
mix.
explain it once it comes out because people are gonna get scared, but it's great.
Yeah, people are going to get scared. I don't want to give any spoilers because people's expectations of the album would be affected.
Yeah, they're kind of talking about some of the stuff that influenced them for the new songs. Yeah, so this actually comes from Baby Huey's recent interview of them. And I just did it last night on Modern Rock Talk for those of you interested. When I collected this, I had not yet seen that, but it's pretty cool. So if you want to check the whole thing out, I'll leave it in the cards here for you. Okay, so the next one is something that I know has not been featured yet, so let's go ahead and check that out.
La verdad que soy la más emocionada por ver a Bad Bunny en el medio tiempo. Voy a estar gritando a todo pulmón, cantando todas las canciones. Yo creo que va a ser una bomba de energía y estoy lista para que todos se diviertan mucho con Bad Bunny.
Estamos en San Francisco para vivir la experiencia Super Bowl número 60. Bueno, la verdad es que está un poquito loco pensar que estamos representando aquí ahorita a nuestro país aquí con la NFL. Justo ya nos hicimos fans, ya tenemos cada quien nuestro equipo y nos sentimos muy felices por estar aquí en el Super Bowl.
Ay, ¿qué les diría a nosotras de chiquitas? Qué lindo poder estar acá cumpliendo nuestros sueños, compartiendo nuestra música y que van a estar muy felices haciendo esto.
Yo soy muy de bailar, yo soy muy de alocarme, entonces estoy muy emocionada de vivir la experiencia de la NFL. Y más que nada, una emoción gigante por ya ver el partido. Realmente la emoción que tiene la gente alrededor es contagiosa y ya nada más quiero ver quién va a ganar, quiero ver el halftime show, quiero ver a Bad Bunny y más que nada un sentimiento de agradecimiento.
Yeah, they're psyched to see Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl itself.
Yeah, and I understand that. Makes sense, to have a Latin artist. And as a matter of fact, he's from Puerto Rico, so he is American. I also noticed that they did enjoy the performance. There are shorts of The Warning up in the stands watching that particular performance and freaking out.
Pop talks about the excitement of going to the bowl and cheering and basically going nuts for the team.
And we saw them have fun at the Cardinals game, too. And they were definitely having a blast. And they had a nice box, by the way, There are stands right out there, and you can sit as usual, as you normally would in the stadium, but all you have to do is walk up 2 little stairs, and then you're there with, there's a whole kitchen and monitors everywhere, and you can just hang out and do whatever you like. It's like you're at home, but at the game, So this time they had more normal seats, in the stands. Didn't seem to be an issue. So very cool to see that. So there's going to be plenty more coming out. In fact, we may have a couple other things I could actually play right here if you want.
La verdad que la canción que no sé si la vaya a performear, no sé si la voy a tocar, cantar, El Apagón, pero la quiero escuchar en vivo. Me encantaría escuchar El Apagón en vivo, pero espero que sí. Estamos en San Francisco porque hoy es el Super Bowl 60 y estamos súper emocionadas de ir. Yo ya me estoy arreglando justamente. vamos para allá.
La verdad es que no me queda esperar. Yo llevo mucha energía para soltar justo en el juego. Ya quiero vivir mi primera experiencia en un Super Bowl.
Pues la verdad que yo en lo personal disfruto bastante maquillarme. Para mí es como muy terapéutico maquillarme. Me encanta hacerlo en silencio. Me tardo bastante, pero vale la pena.
Estuvo padrísimo ir a Ulta, justo acaban de abrir una tienda en Monterrey, entonces estuvo padrísimo ir ahí a nuestra ciudad. Agarré este kit de brochas para ojos, para la cara, están buenísimas y de la siguiente cambia, entonces me cayó bien, gracias.
Esta es la marca que usé para que mi pelo sea así y ahorita fueron bien lindos y también tienen este producto exclusivamente en Ulta.
Y pues sí, muchas gracias a Ulta por dejarnos tener esa experiencia y ayudarnos en nuestro glam.
Yo soy super girly girl y no me quería ir en jersey porque justo las jerseys a veces están bien grandes y no quería agarrar una de niños porque no me tengo que agarrar los niños chiquitos. Y dije, no, mira, voy a agarrar ese suétercito, voy a traer un suétercito, unos jeans. Tengo una chamarra que nos dieron aquí del Super Bowl 60. Está increíble, está hermosa. Y pues la verdad que voy a tener mi jersey de Seahawks abajo. Go Seahawks para ver el Super Bowl.
Hoy, obviamente, tenía que usar Levi's para ir al Levi's Stadium. Estos jeans son Levi's. Mis lentes también. Yo soy una persona que me gusta ir cómoda. Entonces traigo mis tenis a gusto. Esta es una blusa térmica porque me va a hacer frío. Mi chamarrita y voy a tener otra chamarrota. Y un beanie. Me la pasé increíble. Ojalá y podamos regresar en siguientes años porque es una experiencia que definitivamente me gustaría vivir otra vez.
Va a ser un halftime show súper bailable y siento que eso es algo muy bonito que podemos compartir todos ahí en esta.
Okay, so that was, of course, sponsored by GQ, but they're talking a little bit about, well, about their makeup, about what they're going to wear at the show, all those sorts of things.
GQ material.
They certainly are, right? So, yeah, a lot of that was kind of getting ready for the game, essentially, because they said it was actually on the day of the game. So I want to mention one other thing, by the way. Lady Gaga also showed up and sang Die With a Smile. Now, for those that remember from 2024, that's one of Danny's favorite songs from that era. We actually took note of that, and I think we even reacted to it, the original, which I believe was Silk Sonic, right, with Bruno Mars. So, and I think it was a Lady Gaga Bruno Mars song, as a matter of fact, which would make sense. But I heard her singing that. I'm like, oh, I bet Danny's really into this. Yeah, it was just one of those. It's like, well, because it wasn't necessarily rock and roll, but now maybe we'll put it up.
I kind of wish I was there, even though the Seahawks won, and they were rooting for the Seahawks, weren't they?
They sure were. Yeah. I mean, hey, I know you're from New England. I actually mentioned in one of the other videos, the New England Patriots, they were a losing team right up until I left Boston, and then suddenly they started winning like crazy. Remember that? And the same thing happened with the Red Sox, and I'm like, what, guys? I've followed you for, 20, 30 years. You lose all the time. And then I leave and suddenly you're winning. You're winning the Super Bowl. You're winning the World Series. What?
So ungrateful.
I'm telling you. Anyway, folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of these? If there are any little snippets in there that you found particularly interesting, let us know. Any other comments you have? If you have other suggestions for us, leave those below, especially anything coming from this weekend, because there's so much that trying to corral it is a little bit tricky right now. I want to make sure I get everything. But please do so. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us today. We will catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you all later.